Gotta go.
Hard, Kate. Hard. Hard. Go, 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 go. Get in the forefoot. Get in the forefoot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
14-4.
That's yours.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay, probably just caught him a little bit that far. Yeah, I think the team's was slow. I think it's backwards.
Did you throw them straight up or in reverse on the way there?
I did 2-1 then 1-2.
Okay.
I think that that one was further out. It could have just grabbed something.
Yeah, I got
Both of those came down quick in a hurry. Like
nothing's really carrying that
Even the
well.
one well, your first one did.
yeah, your first one carried nice,
Yeah, your first one didn't slow down.
and your second one you threw sharper.
The opposite. Or your second
I
one's
got
fine,
very
but your
similar
first one's-
times on the two coming home, and the first one slid way more than the
So
second.
maybe your first one's quick.
Yeah.
But
They did
those
run the same
reacted
route.
way different than your first one.
The first one too, though, you'd be throwing the it's hard to say when you're throwing it the very first rock down a path at all, right? Like.
But on the
at
way
least
there, I
think-
got a second difference.
That's what I'm saying.
also, and it wasn't
I
matched.
think coming home is going to tell you a lot more than
Yeah.
going away.
Like, you also think that one was small. Twice, back to back. It just stopped out of nowhere. Your first one is we have to pound and build team 2 to get to a team. We got stuck in the top. That should have been all there.
And you threw more
And then
weight
the
on that
second
last one.
was as soon as it grabbed, it was just like fucking go. Like, I know we were a little wider, but I got one out where I was like,
Mine were
15
wider too.
to
It's not like you were
top
the very first one in the path. No.
Well, here we go. Welcome to draw 7. No, draw 5. Getting a little ahead of myself here, lack of sleep. But draw 5 of the 2020 Sentinel Storage Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Our feature game of the day is Team Walker, sitting at 4-0, against Team HILKER, who's actually sitting at 3-1. So we're in for a good battle this evening, or this afternoon, whatever time of the day it is. I'm sitting here at Wade Johnson, 1990 Alberta champion, 1999 Alberta
99.
champion.
Not that old.
Welcome, Wade.
Thanks, Mike. Did you get some sleep last night?
Not a bit.
Not
as
a
you can
bit.
tell.
Is that because you're in the lounge or because you're worried about the ice?
The lounge might have had something to do with it. The ice has been perfect all week, so.
The lounge was really good,
The
too.
lounge has been great, yeah. Well, we're in for a good game today. A couple teams that are ranked at the top of the standings.
Yeah, and HILKER coming in was actually the 8th ranked team, and they haven't shown it. And the 3-1 coming into this game.
And Laura Walker, the team Walker, got off to a slow start in the first 4 ends or 5 ends of their first game, but haven't looked back since then.
Yeah, they looked a little lost those first 4 ends of that first game, but holy man, they played good since.
So sitting at 4-0, top of the standings, and throwing up their first rock. So we got the lead, Nadine Scotland for Team Walker. Well, we got our first comment here, thanking us for the streaming, and they're watching live from Australia.
Oh, and they're throwing a team in the
Okotoks men's Spiel in March as well. Wow.
Tell my brother.
Jay Merchant. Okay, well, we'll sign you up.
This is Heather Steele throwing for HILKER.
Gotta go hard here.
Just tight.
Just got a little in on that. Heather's originally from the Camrose area. They all play out of the St. Albert Curling Club, home of the friendly giant, Hector V.
And other well-knowns in the curling
Yeah,
world,
Mark
Kennedy.
Scott Pfeiffer, Jamie King.
I'm sure Mark's listening to our stream right now,
I'm
so
sure.
big shout out to Mark. And here's Nadine throwing the second shot here for Team Walker. That's based out of the Salville Community Sports Center. So we're probably looking for a little tight guard here.
It's trying now. Just tight. Just at the end. Weight's really nice.
So they're going to try and capitalize on a mistake early from Team HILKER.
Great shot, Nadine. Good job.
Well, the ice has been pretty quick all week, and so far,
Yeah, even in practice, first practice, I think it was already 14.5.
crowds have been great all week. We're getting busy again for an afternoon draw. We're expecting a huge crowd tonight, Friday night. Only a few tickets left, so if you're coming down, get down here early. The doors open an hour and a half prior to game time. So, and the lounge was busy last night. We're expecting packed house tonight. We got Haggis there, local band from Okotoks that draws a lot of crowd just in itself, let alone all these
they're
curling
excellent.
fans.
2 of them actually came out and played with Robert and Bill last night. Robert and Bill were really on last night, actually. I thought they were excellent.
Yes, I like that, eh?
Yeah, we were getting people hollering, just let them play all night, all weekend, but
Okay, nice.
well, there's second for Team Walker is Taylor McDonald.
Nadine.
You
Hard.
really gotta go. This is not good.
Hard. Right to it. Right to
Taylor
it.
was a little out on hers, maybe tracked a bit, so they're trying to make a curl.
Right out. Go, Laura. Go.
Looks like she got enough of just to remove it out of the rings.
Good sweep. Just arm.
Great
Yeah,
sweeping
way
by
away.
a skip there.
Yeah.
Laura Walker, impressive. Don't see a lot of skips that sweep that well.
No, they usually slow it down.
Yeah. I once had a skip tell me that he's not sure why he's got a broom. Said, I don't throw at it. He doesn't sweep, so.
Oh, she's real close to the roll here.
No.
Great
Oh,
shot.
nice throw. Good weight control on that. As you can tell, they threw probably about a control weight there. You'll hear lots of different times as the game's going on. So you'll hear some hog to hog, some split times. You'll hear some zones, which was designed by the Furby team back in the day, zones 1 through 10. If I had a telecaster, I'd write them out for you, but we don't, so take my word for it.
Sydney made a great roll there.
Taylor's going to try and chase this at the out turn. They're on off, so she's fairly close.
Taylor was the 2014 World Junior Champ.
Nice. That was really
There's a lot of
A lot of hardware on this team
Yep.
from Team Walker.
From top to bottom.
They've got the new addition to the team. We've got Kate Cameron out of Manitoba. She formerly played for Team Anglat.
Yeah, they lost the Scotties final, but then ended up coming back as Team Canada next year when Holman went to the Olympics.
Yeah. So very established curler. Good addition to their team. Oh, just a little inside on that one too, maybe. Just got enough of it.
Is there a little more swing out there today, Mike?
No, we were seeing lots of swing last night on our feature sheet here, so maybe just these players got to remember, can't be soft with the releases out here, or they'll lose it. So.
Well, they got a chance here if they hook this around.
And here's Kate throwing third stones for Team Walker.
Time's good. That seems hot. Wait only right now.
Sweepers think it's a little firm.
Yeah, thrower kind of communicated that it was hot out of her hand.
They're a very strong group, the two front end on this as well.
12-9 we got on this, so this is probably through the rings, unless it grinds in at the end here because it's a fresh path. But
I think they just got out and a little wider and a little farther out than they threw in practice.
Do you like control? Sure, like a solid 10.
I don't think that could have been 12-9. 12-9
No.
would have been through for sure.
Yeah, for sure, 12-9, but a little farther out, you never know.
So this is Karen Flory.
Karen Flory throws third for Team HILKER.
The nose.
She's been this is her first year with the team. Just came on this year.
This 3-1 start for HILKER is pretty impressive considering they beat some pretty top-level teams. You know, they took care of Scheidegger and day one, and
The HILKER team's got some huge experience through the colleges. Krista played at Grant McEwen. Karen played for Jules over at Nate. Sydney was at Grant McEwen. And I think Heather actually played at Camrose, Augusta University when I was playing in the colleges, actually, believe it or not. We must be the same age.
She doesn't look
She
as
looks like
old as
10
you,
years
buddy.
younger than me.
She doesn't.
I think we're the same age.
10.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I get it. I'm not aging
I'm
well.
choking here.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
So a normal weight hit there. We had 8-9 on that one, so normal hit. We've seen some conservative ends in the first ends, all the games we covered so far. A lot of teams trying to bank some time. You know, they're on 38 minutes for a 10-end game and 2 1-minute timeouts. So these teams start early with keeping it open and try and bank a little bit of time. So later on in the game, when things get a little tight, they've got some extra time to work with.
Yeah, I think we've seen that on every draw so far.
See, Megan is back here again, watching the game from Ontario. Seen every live stream so far.
Yep.
Appreciate the support, Megan. I got to watch my phone as well. I told anybody who tweets in, I'll give them a little shout out or sends me a text message.
Right to it to stay.
If you're listening, let us know.
It was close, 10-6. Just soft.
Well, is HILKER going to come around the center, or is she going to run up and peel the center?
I think she's going to come around here and try and go for a deuce. If she hooks this top four.
Got it.
Yeah, she hooks this top four. Is definitely going to have a chance for 2.
Yeah.
Might force Walker into the run back.
Yeah, Walker really wanted to stick that.
So we've got Krista Hilker throwing last stones here on.
Krista's had a great week so far. She's played really well in the games. It was an exciting game last night. I think it was against Vaughan, wasn't it, last night?
Game against Vaughan last night to get back on the win column after they had lost earlier in the day.
And I think they had to steal it in the end.
Line's good.
Felt a bit big. Line's getting better. Lots of lines still.
Okay.
Looks a little firm.
This is not light, guys. Probably going to stick around the back 8, though.
Okay.
Yeah, she did bury.
Where'd you
Well,
go?
I think
Split.
Laura's going to probably walk one around here.
It's a problem with going behind the tee. Is you leave this open to the come around to it, and probably going to end up getting forced out of it if she makes it real good.
I think it felt hot on my hand.
Yeah. I could tell just because it wasn't grabbing.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's a good throw.
I was a bit positive too.
One of Heather Steele's cousins just came on. Sherry
Go for it.
Mattendale. How do you say that?
Laura, do
We'll
you
go
want
with
to
that.
make to it or you
Morning,
want to be good?
Good
Wanna
afternoon,
make it
Sherry.
good?
Glad you
Make
could
to it,
join
so
us.
Make it good. Careless.
I think it's starting to
Now,
straighten
we've
out a
got
little
lots
bit.
of
We'll still get
people
some
watching,
finish if
like
I can throw it
hundreds of
right.
thousands of people watching. I'm sure. Just these are the only ones commenting.
Possibly.
We can be to it as a miss, but I feel like if I throw
I'm
it
sure
away
our
from the tee,
viewership's
I'm not gonna go
rising
wide,
every
so
game.
it's just
They're
making
probably here for our crew. We got Diamond Deb McLaren back in the booth today. Cohen Gruno,
Colin Gruno
who's
got
been lighting it up for us, with
Oh.
running 2 cameras back and forth.
last night we lost a camera midstream.
Yeah, we had to go to 1 camera and no one even knew. I don't know how he did it.
Colin got us figured out there and got us
Yeah.
back on track.
He hooked onto it, loaded some firmware. His dad just basically got up and walked out. He had enough.
It's gonna overcurl.
That's why he's not here today.
No, we're just joking, Kirk.
We haven't seen him since.
No, Kirk's done a fantastic job for us helping out with this. He's been running the show, and he brought his son in to help out, and Deb, so it's been a fantastic crew.
I don't know. Hard to get two, right? Yeah.
Sherry said her last name is Martindale. That's what we thought we said, but
like yours if you get out in that spot.
Probably one
maybe we're
Put it-
spelling it wrong.
It's a hyphen now,
Yeah.
or whatever they call it.
with a kind of like sweepable weight.
Yeah, I guess it's like a bit more.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Well, we were told we also have to mention about the driver for Team Hilker.
Take a 13.
Yeah.
Looks like he's growing a playoff beard.
He should have started 6 months ago, and he might have had something.
He's pretty blonde. It's
Yeah. Never saw a
like
piece
that
of hair in
line.
his face this morning. Neil Penner,
Neil Penner, who's been here
every
Every
minute
morning.
of this freaking event.
He
Like,
drives
I'm
and then he
super
goes and
excited.
hauls
Running straight,
beer.
You might
And
be able to
I'm sick of seeing him, actually.
yeah,
pick it for one, but
he's done a lot of
We
work.
do appreciate him, but
Yep.
thanks, Neil. Well, she's chasing this here with the back 12 weight, trying to tap it out and get her 2. Walker just over curled a little bit and
Yep.
kind of peeked out a little bit on the out-turn side. So
Whoa. Whoa.
it's all about weight control here.
Heather.
She's real close. I don't
They're
think
trying
they
to get
need
it to
make
curl.
this curl.
Said you can.
Oh, they're trying to cross the face.
We'll try and make it for 2.
And just a little light.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Sorry,
say 1
guys.
yellow.
Yeah.
So after 1, Walker 1, Hilker 0. Got any updates out there, Wade?
Nothing yet.
Wait,
Oh, sorry, on
sheet
sheet
2 has a score,
C.
Wade?
Sheet C.
Oh, sheet C.
Sheet 3, Scheidinger's up 2-0 on Shear. D is still 0-0, and nothing at the Skrillex and Kaufman game yet.
Scheidegger had a great game last night.
Yeah,
she
they're
looked
getting,
like
they're getting hot at the right time.
the whole team was. We had them at 93%, and Casey herself was at 95% last night. So
They went out of here on Wednesday, and I thought they would be stressed out. They went 0-2, and they had smiles on their face, and
they rebounded.
yeah, they never missed a beat after that. So they're getting hot at the right time.
Well, while we got a moment here, while the team's doing their pre-end meeting, big shout out to our major sponsors, WFG, and they've got the lounge down there that's been busy. People are coming early to get a seat. The guys from WFG can't seem to get in there. It's been so busy.
Yeah.
Far Beer is our main beer distributor for the event. And, of course, Atco Gas. Let's have their corporate box has been full all week, and I'm sure there's more people down there today.
Yeah, there's a few in there already.
And then, of course, Orange Frog Productions has put on all the video production for us and all the lighting. It's been fantastic. So we really appreciate them. Without this event, we couldn't have done it. Without them, we couldn't have done this event. So
I'm gonna pump the brakes
Yeah,
top
and
forward
our
for you.
170-some volunteers, they've just been excellent. They jump in, haul beer, they work security, drivers, timekeepers.
You got it, Nate.
yeah, no, it's been
Okotoks
incredible.
has a fantastic volunteer group.
Well, speaking of Okotoks, again, we got a big shout out, thank you to the town of Okotoks.
I like
They've had big support for events like this, and the council and Mayor Bill Robertson have been
Not moving.
real big supporters of curling for our community, and
Really not curling
we
at
can't
all.
thank them enough.
And this is running nice.
Well, I think they're going right in on this one.
Trying. It is really trying. Great.
Good.
That
Good judge.
that came down first.
So I think we're going to see a little more aggressive end here.
Yeah, 05. Line's nice. One. Yeah, really hard. Line's good. All the way, ladies, hard for two.
So Hilker decided to throw up a corner guard
Over
on
and
this
off,
one.
we're really curling.
Heather Steele just executed perfectly. That's a nice
Corner up.
corner guard. Maybe a little higher than they wanted, but it'll do the trick. Now Walker will throw one just tight of the rings, and game on.
Nice, good. Halfway. Nice and tight. Let it work a bit. Halfway tight. Line's good. Halfway. No Taylor. Surrounding still.
We're real tight.
The Hilker team, they've got their whole family up at the Lakeview Inns, and they've been going up there and eating and in between games with their mums and dads and had time to spend together, so it's been a good week for them.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how much planning is involved when you're coming to a big event for this. Like for teams, you're planning meals, you're planning nights out, you're planning, media obligations and team meetings and practices. You almost need a manager more than a coach to make sure everything's looked after.
Corinne. Hard, Corinne. Really hard. Really hard.
Two grumpy old men.
Yep. Mike's Uncle Jerry thinks we're Waldorf and Stadler from the Muppets.
Yes. Wait's good.
Never liked that uncle anyway.
He's dead to us.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta go.
We used to have give the good jobs. Forget it.
That's right.
He's doing security from now on.
Wow, that looked like that was curling.
10-6, yeah.
So Hooker's going to try and hit that and stay right there. I think if she rolls anywhere inside, she won't be on the rings.
We got Sydney Luco
Luco,
throwing second stones for Team Hilker.
Hard.
They got to go real hard on this one.
All the way. Hard for nose. Hard, 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 hard. Okay. 9-5.
just a little roll in.
Maybe a little tight on that. And Walker's going to run up and peel the corners. We're a little conservative this morning, but
I agree.
I think this also is a little bit of time conserving. They can go peel this end down and
yeah, make sure they're comfortable with the ice before they really start being aggressive. And they're in the lead, so they can let the game come to them.
Nice throw, Taylor. Really nice. Yeah.
The only problem when the ends are like this, there's more talking by us. So
Yep.
nobody really wants to hear that.
I guess I'd send a shout out to my mom and dad down in Yuma, Doug and Bev Johnson. They were watching yesterday. My mom phoned me this morning. She was.
Do we want to talk about that already, Lee? I thought we were going to lead into that a little bit. How'd that conversation go?
It was
this
pretty
morning?
good. She was. She thought we did a great job, although she didn't want me to make any more jokes about Edgerton anymore. They were. So I apologize if I hurt anyone's feelings.
What do you mean? You tell that joke all the time. Oh. No, Edgerton does a great school system for sure. It's not their fault the way Wade turned out. So
it's pretty well destined right from the get-go.
I'm sure there's lots of smart kids that came out of that program.
Well, my brothers came out of there, and one's a geologist, one's an engineer, so it must be pretty good.
Yeah, they do okay for themselves.
You never guess that looking at Ward, though.
No.
Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Still losing it. Whoa. Rolling out. Whoa. Good throw, Kate.
But at least we know that Wade listens to his mom.
Yep.
I like that throw.
When she gave him trouble, he had to listen. By the way, Atina, if you're listening, the whole setup in the beer gardens was Wade's fault this morning.
I just listened to the co-chair, Mike Levis. We're doing a, what do we call it? Question and answer? What's it called?
Up close and
Up
personal.
close and personal.
Yeah, that
If
was
you don't write
close.
this stuff down, how am I going to read it?
There's that school system again.
Not real learned.
Up close and personal. Yeah, we've got 3 Olympians that are going to be there. We've got Carolyn McCrory,
Good sweep, guys.
Corey Morse,
14-6.
and Joan McCusker.
Joe McCusker, yeah.
1998 Olympic gold medal. So it's Team Schmirler. So if you have some questions for them, please come on by, pass it on to our MC, and check it out. It's going to be exciting. In between games today in the beer gardens.
I think Terry Jones is set up there from the Sun. He's actually got some of the curling books he wrote recently. He's going to be set up so you can come in and purchase it, and he'll autograph them for you. You probably didn't know that. That was
I'm
something.
going to run over there and get one right now before the crowd builds.
10.
I think I gave you
sure.
one to read. You didn't even open it.
just
That's true. It's still on my
It's
desk.
still on your desk.
But
Thought that was a direct order from the president. And
My
you-
school system wasn't very good either, so I won't mention names though.
Yeah.
Sydney Academy.
Mine.
Oh, Sydney Academy. I mean,
Mine was good. Remember that?
oh yeah, that's right.
Hard. Whoa. Roll the other way.
Okay, well, we're heading towards a blank end here, I believe. We're just up and down the sheet a little bit here, just trying to bank some time, and didn't quite get the ends set up the way they wanted at the start. So usually when that happens, it leads into this situation we're in now. We're going to see a bunch of nose hits, and then Team HILKER will try and basically peel at the end and go to the third end, see if they could generate some points there. But we got a few rocks to come, so got to execute. You know who we haven't thanked this week at all, really, we kind of missed the boat, is Colin Wright up there handling our music production. He's been doing a heck of a job. He's doing the online scoring as well, which he hasn't made a mistake. From what I was told, there's been no mistakes other than, I think the score was reversed on Curling Zone, but that's not us putting that one in, so I'm not sure who is, but we're doing the Curling Alberta website. And big thanks to Colin. I know he's not listening up there, but maybe someone will pass this on.
Normal, yeah.
So normal's right around 9 seconds. 9.5, 9 seconds, somewhere in that area. That's hog to hog times. That's the speed that the rock is coming down the ice. Nice throw.
Good throw. So they're going to hope to blank this end. They don't really want to end up in a situation where you get forced into one now. They'd sooner blank it, go hard for the 2. A single, you just basically gave up hammer from the beginning, so you want to make sure you get a chance to get a deuce here. So they'll probably just go up and down, blank this one, and move on to the next end.
Yeah, it's always toughest shot in the end is the skips peel. Skips don't get to peel lots, so this is kind of the situation that they dread as a skip sometimes. You play the whole end for the blank and hope to heck you don't jam it. Don't stick it. Or what I've done many times in the past is over curl because I didn't want to flash it.
Yeah.
Pretend I peeled it
Yeah,
on the
we've
other
all
side.
done that, yeah.
And Krista throws
Great shot.
throws peels way better than I ever did, so made the blank easily, and we're moving on to the third end. So after 2, we've got Walker 1, Hilker no score.
So we got an update on sheet B. Kaufman took 2 in the first, and they're up 2-0 on Skrillex. Sheet C, Shearer took 2 on Scheidegger, and it's tie game. And sheet D is Vaughn and Rock took 2 in the second, is up 2-0.
Yeah, Skrillex going to be looking to bounce back today. They had a rough game last night, so they're looking to bounce back today and have a better game. And Kaufman's looking for their first win, I believe. But all the games were really close so far. Again, get your tickets. If you're close by, listen to this live stream. We appreciate it, but get down here, buy a ticket. Come in, check out some of this great curling.
Yep.
If you're anywhere far away, we appreciate you tuning in, and tell your friends. Just don't tell them how bad it is. Just pretend it's good and pretend you like it, so we'll get more viewers.
Less than last time.
Nadine Scotland throwing.
Nadine skipped her own team last year, so she went from skip to lead this year, which is quite a different position, but we know that she knows how valuable this position is, and rocks have to be placed positioned correctly, so you can set the end up.
She'll go up and throw the corner here. This is behind the tee.
Nadine won't be happy with that result. Just slide to the back four. So
And it'll probably, that rock will actually help Hilker later this end.
well, we got Kessler watching our live stream at the school right now.
Yep.
They're showing the live stream at Tennille's showing it at her school, or somebody's showing it at Kessler
Well, I
school.
think it's PD day, so I think it's probably all teachers there.
PD day. Poor guys. Doesn't that mean day off for them?
No,
I mean no. So. They work hard. We love all the teachers do for sure.
My wife, she shot down here quick and had a little break and got some stuff done and went back to finish her PD day, so she's a busy woman.
Yeah, I feel bad for.
She's putting in lots of time. She
Putting in lots
closed her
of
down
time.
last night here. We made sure locked everything up and got home a little before midnight, and then she was up this morning at 5:45.
Well, Kessler, if you're watching, buddy, hope you're enjoying the game. I'm sure we'll see you down here tonight or sometime this weekend. One of our best volunteers, I was told. Working the door the other day.
Kessler was?
Kessler was looking the door. Part of the Okotoks Junior Curling program. So close to 90 kids in that program now. We're pretty lucky with Tennille and your wife, Atina, they look after our juniors around here, so kids are pretty fortunate to have such great coaches.
Same as you've been
Looks like
given.
the WFG lounge is just about full. Getting close. It's actually a really good crowd today, too, for the early game.
Yeah, it's probably almost as many as last night, maybe not quite, but
Getting close.
tonight is going to be packed.
Okay, go ahead, Kate.
Get here early. We got some great pregame entertainment for every draw.
Hard. Keep going, keep going. No roll. That's good. 10.5.
Nice. Big shout out to our great commentators from Don, our stats guy from last night, Don Batchuk. Did a great job on the stats last night, and
Yeah.
he's the one got the big screen going at school, so the kids can watch.
Oh, that's good
It's
thinking.
amazing. My teachers would never have done that when I was in school. Oh, that's right. I wasn't there that much.
You should have went more often.
Should've
Maybe
went
they
more
did
often.
do it.
They did do it. I'm sure they're proud of me now.
Heather.
Possibly.
Heather. Hard, Heather. Hard. Good.
All those days of throwing the chalk brushes at me and put me out in the hall. Paid off.
Paid off in the end.
So we've got a little more offense going on here. We've got HILKER buried behind the corner, or showing just a sliver. So
And they're taking a shot at it here.
Taylor's going to take a run at this. The weight control's the key. They're probably looking at board weight.
In these situations, you got to make sure you get the guard if you don't get the back one. You don't want to go by everything.
This has got a curl. Just finished
Good
up
shot.
great at the end.
Good
yeah.
shot.
Nice shot.
I don't
It's
think
all
she
about weight control there. If you
probably couldn't
overthrow
have made that any better, I don't think.
No, HILKER's going to try and throw
She's
some kind of hit and roll here.
Can she make the double and the roll? Might be
I don't
tough.
think the angles are quite there. You have to throw pretty hard. And then you risk rolling out, and then they run up and peel your corner, and then the whole end's over. So
It's over anyways, yeah.
nose hit's not terrible here.
No, actually, that's
Just nose.
Nose hit, plug it right there. That's not a
pretty
bad
good.
shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're hoping for a rollout here, and then you might see HILKER going around the corner.
I think board to stay.
They're going to play it soft. They don't want to roll out here.
This looks tight.
Just board weight.
Board? Is that enough?
Gotta hit half her off.
So wondering if that's enough ice. Getting lots of curl out here this week. But if you overthrow it, it might track down the sheets. So
The sweepers are so strong. As long as you get it to the broom, they can hold it.
oh yeah, all these ladies are conditioned. They train all the time, hitting the gym. Their technique is really good, so definitely want to give your sweepers a chance here. Let them do their job. But we know Kate's an excellent hitter, so
She's real close here.
Yes. Hard take.
and there goes Taylor to work. Let's see if she can hold it. Let's see if she can hold it. Wow.
Really good.
Great throw, great weight control, and unbelievable sweeping by Taylor McDonald. To hold that rock, it did exactly what they wanted.
Yep. They're going to roll back, but I think
I
they're
think-
only going to roll to the side of it. I
I
don't
think
think
I'd be looking at some kind of freeze here.
they're going to try and roll this back to the center.
Yep.
At this point, those rocks are behind the tee. You could freeze to them.
Roll it, Sid.
Well, Walker will probably try and do the same, just hit and roll back over to the edge.
I think HILKER's hoping they stay close enough so they can throw the double.
Wow, great weight control.
Really good
nice
shot.
throw.
Almost the same spot, almost.
Mhm.
Maybe a hair close, but double still not quite there, I don't think.
Third Karen Flory throwing this shot, trying to roll a little bit closer. The key, you got to stick around here, though. Can't roll out, so.
She's real close.
Close to rolling over there somewhere close by.
Yep. Well, I'll try one more time.
She makes this one, I think you're going to have to see Hilker freeze down.
She's going to have to, I
Do
think.
something, or she's going to get forced.
She's
so.
going to get forced here one way or another. Might have even considered it with the last one.
I'll just try to roll your way again. It curls but late, so.
Krista Hilker says the rock will curl late, so. Or that's Laura Walker throwing this one. Sorry, my apologies, but. Just throwing some kind of little control weight here, somewhere around 10 to 10.5 second speed.
Whoa! Whoa!
You're good. You're great. Perfect.
Another great
Wow.
shot. They're having no problem with that hit and roll. They made it perfect every time.
Perfect, yeah. So they're playing this hit and roll, but
Normal.
if there's no double, you're kind of putting yourself in a spot where you might get forced here. I'd be tempted to freeze to that.
I'd definitely be freezing at this point. You're just going to give up the force here, but
Didn't roll to the outside one.
I mean, at this level, you can't expect a mistake from the other team. They're probably not going to hit
two-thirds,
roll out, so
Probably not, and she might be just thinking, it's early in the game. Let's just
make sure we can score.
make sure we score, and let's. She's definitely being very patient, which nothing wrong with that at this point in the game.
Oh, yeah. Yes, really hard.
This is curling early.
Gotta go here.
Hard, you gotta go.
Just got that going a little bit out of her hand. Never a doubt. Straight peel. I'm sure that's what you called for Hilker.
So they'll go top 8 here. They want to get it to a spot where if you hit it, you can't be first shot. They want to try and force Hilker to have to draw against 2 is what they're shooting for here.
Yeah,
They end
that's
up
a good
going
point.
full 4. It's just a nose hit for 1, but
Yeah, that's a good point. They're trying to throw, just split the 8-foot and the 12-foot there, and then Hilker will have to make a decision. Will she draw to the 4-foot, or should she hit the wide open rock on the right and try and roll in a bit? So.
that's a pretty smart call, and they talked about the spot. I think lots of people, they just go up and throw it into the 4-foot and hope for the best, but
Yep, I think you got to make sure you take every one of these shots serious and be precise here, because this can be the difference later on in the game. And you never know when you might have to make this draw to win later.
Okay, just full 8. Okay, it's still holding. Still holding really well. Okay, switch, Taylor. Gotta bite, you guys. You gotta be in. Line is okay. Line's okay. Hard, hard, hard. Get it in there. Get it in, get it in. Right to my broom. Hard hitting.
16:06.
Keep
So
going, go. All you got. You just gotta bite. You just gotta bite. Go.
Good sweep, you guys. Really good sweep.
I'm
Wow.
sorry, I kind of killed that.
what did you get?
16:06.
Holy cow.
That's some great sweeping.
So they'll have the wide open hit on this side. And they've seen a few hits here a little farther in, but it'll probably react the same way. The ice is pretty consistent. Mike does a good job with keeping it consistent right from the edge of 12 all the way through the sheet.
Yep, they're taking very similar ice to what they took in the middle of the sheet, so they're expecting us to curl up a little bit, but I'd probably, if I was throwing the shot, I would just sit in throw the draw of the 4-foot. Very clean.
Good throw.
Nice
Good throw.
Very
She's
nice.
got her.
Well, that's why
Shot.
I'm sitting in the booth and she's down there throwing. And that's
Yeah,
one.
made
And
her
after
perfect.
3 ends, we have Walker 1, Hilker 1.
So, update on sheet B. Skrillex is down 3-0 to Kaufman. No change in score on sheet C. Scheidegger and Shearer are tied at 2-2. And same with Vaughn and Rock. Vaughn is down 2-0 to Rock.
Well, we got both teams playing really well. Right now we got both teams in the 90%. But and percentages go up quite a bit when you're playing this kind of open style that we're playing right now. But still got to execute your shots, throw everything clean. And so far we're getting that in this game.
Really tight.
So we're going to be in for a heck of a finish here.
Lots of line right now. I know it's gonna go though.
Looks like a lot.
Did you have an update on the Canadian juniors? I know we were talking about that earlier.
Well, I had an update on the boys. The girls are playing this morning. The boys finished 4th in the championship pool, so just outside of the playoffs. Great turnout, though. They finished 5-4. Beat up on PEI yesterday, but big shout out to the men's team, Team Jakes, and Team Marks, I believe, is playing their last round robin game today. So
And
they
Team
have a
Marks,
chance to make the playoffs here.
Team Marks has Catherine Clifford, who is from Chauvin, Alberta, which is a sister town right beside Edgerton. So our farm kind of sits between the two of them, Chauvin and Edgerton. So I curled with Catherine's.
I don't think we're supposed to talk about Edgerton anymore.
Come on.
You don't want to say something you're not supposed to say. I don't want you to get in trouble with your mom again.
She wasn't mad at me. I was just joking around.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
I'd be mad at you.
Come on. You would not.
Well, I mean, she's got 2 boys she loves. One she doesn't. Got a text message
Poor
from
Ward.
Laura Paget today, watching wherever she's at today, and she said maybe they should have drew the 4-foot. But she made the shot. So
You only say that if you miss.
that's right. And she didn't miss. So we're not getting a lot of misses right now. So, but at least she's watching. We're getting more people watching.
Do you think like I was gonna say 14 and a half?
Line's good. All you got. Get a bite if you can.
So I'm going to go up and hit this and run it back.
10. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Close. Yep. Good.
Good shot.
9-8.
So Hilker's got these two up front. They're kind of controlling the front of the house. Control zone.
Speed. Oh. Close, whoa, close. Whoa. Nadine, Nadine. Oh, I know she's so cute. That rock is never curling. Is that she always throwing that one first?
I feel like maybe that
I think it might be a little bit.
Maybe she hasn't.
that second rock in Nadine's is a little straighter than the other one.
Straight every time.
The
They didn't
Deans or
have these.
Taylors?
We had them on this sheet before walk, but they threw the red rocks last time, I think.
14-4 even.
Second rock on for Taylor, or
No, for Nadine.
Hair tight.
so Taylor threw that one.
Oh, was that?
You
Oh, you're right. Sorry. That was Taylor's.
Lots of line right now. Knee, back forward, right knee. Bring it back.
So we did have there was a rock that they thought was a little bit of a cutter last night.
That was
Tried
Christie's
later,
second one, wasn't it? The lead
Yeah.
second rock. So
but we never heard that from any other teams last night about that rock. So we'll have to keep an eye on that today. Maybe it's just slightly straighter than the other one. They'll keep an eye on it and they'll just watch. Maybe it's in a release or a weight control thing.
Top 12. Line's good. Wait on me. It needs to curl. We're not in. Let me in. Keep going. You just need full 8. Hard, Kate. Bury it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Okay. That's a pretty good spot. 15-3.
Nice weight, nice sweeping, end to end.
What'd you get on your first one?
I missed it.
Do you like this at all?
Sure.
they're not going to split in this. You got to be careful here that you don't leave this high enough that they can
80.
make the roll across.
Trying to split the rings here in set 2.
If you end up leaving this
Line's good.
above the tee, conceivably they could make the hit and roll and cross over in front of the red.
Full 8 to be second shot. It's sliding good, guys. We gotta be. Then leave it there. We're leaving a double.
Well, I think you're going to see Team Walker take a run at this double. I mean, they got the right person throwing it with Kate and the hack here.
See this not doing that.
Heel. Close. Yep. 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 Yep.
Hard, you got it.
Hard. Hard. You gotta roll still. Keep going. Hard.
Hard,
Hard. Hard. Right on it. Right on it. Right on it. Right on it.
Great throw.
Good. Let's see if you guys.
Very nice.
Yep.
Missed the right way. Instead of making the double, they made sure that they
So they're going to have to
hit,
come to
rolled
this.
over on frozen on top. So
That was the problem with going to the corner where they were. They almost need to bring
I
that
don't think we
deeper.
need much ice.
yeah, Hilker's in a little bit of trouble here. So
Deep enough that there was no double or no roll.
they could take a lot of it away though with a good freeze here.
Line's a bit tight. Hard early, yep. You got room now. Wait only. Line's really good. Got a curl. Whoa, it's got a curl. No, 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 no.
Perfect weight. Didn't quite get the finish, but it's a pretty good shot still. You can't see the inside edge.
Yeah, they thought
So
might
gonna
have
have
been
to
a little
come
too
to it.
much ice. She took quite a bit of ice out there, but
Yeah.
they walked over there at the end. So
There.
Is that too much?
maybe killed a
No,
little
I
bit of the
like to
curl
see this
sweeping
one
at the
go
start.
out of the 8 foot, so I like that.
So you don't throw enough to jiggle it.
You can't quite hit half with control. Do I here? Here up at hair like 11?
Good, that's what I've been giving you guys. So board.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
So she's chasing this with board weight hit or control weight hit here. Trying to get by the corner.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Go right down, right down.
Wow,
Great
weight
throw.
control there. Now
Great throw.
Walker sits
shot.
3.
That was froze pretty tight in there. Like that was a really good shot.
We got to make this double, hey?
I think it jammed.
They're lying 3.
Yeah, but it just comes right into this.
Yeah, that's true. Just a little hit and flop.
Yeah.
Control.
Okay.
Just in case we kind of nudge that one so it still gets out.
Yeah.
The double jams, so we're just gonna hit in front. Like it'll nudge it. Ends. That one gets out for sure. Oh no.
Close. No, Sid, no.
No, Sid. Yeah, Sid.
Yep. Hard, Sid, hard. Ah, I should have gone for the thin. Yeah.
I think we roll away. I love it.
Okay.
If you roll under, she's freezing our end away.
Control.
Yeah, we saw this, right?
Yeah. So I think the same ice now that we've thrown it a little bit should be okay.
For sure. Okay.
Does that look like enough to roll away?
Okay, we're back in here. We had a little visit from the Sportsnet crew that we had to deal with, so we're just back in the
Production crew, yeah, they're looking to hire us for the weekend, so.
wow.
Or maybe that's not
Cohen
the
and Deb.
conversation. Yeah. They definitely
They
did ask about
specifically
this.
said not us. So. So I'm gonna try and throw this. Probably hit just off center. Can they roll under and sit 3, or will that jam? I think it's probably gonna jam. Not that they care, I guess.
It's big. Close. Whoa. I think it's a little big. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Yep. Yes. Gotta go. Hard. Anything, Tay. Anything.
Great.
That's a
double.
good shot. Good shot.
Enough.
Sitting 3 again.
Same thing. Yeah. I think the same weight's good.
Yeah, I like
Just a hair less ice.
Well, she's got to make the hit and roll here.
Same thing, hit and roll behind.
Looks like it's probably throwing about a control weight hit and roll
Yeah.
over. If they get a roll, they'll be able to take away those other yellows, but
It's a big area to roll to. You could, even if you got half under, they wouldn't be able to get you without jamming.
big shot here. We'll see how this end plays out here. What kind of weight did they call here? Weight?
I didn't actually see. I was looking at it. I think they're just playing control is what it looks like.
Go. Sit.
Yeah, she's pretty hard. She's coming in hard.
Hard.
Looks like she's going to get to the nose here. I don't know if they're going to get much of a roll.
No. Just probably
So
a little
big-
hotter than they were
Big
hoping
opportunity
for.
here for Team Walker. Play a nose hit and score 3 points.
So they're going the other
I'm
turn
not
here.
sure why they're changing turns here, but
Yeah, I've just seen this several times the other way.
something I always tell my juniors, that if you know the other turn you played it, just stick to the same turn. We know this looks a little more natural, that it's not going to jam if you hit a little high side on the back, but we'll see. The ice has been fairly consistent both ways, so they know
Yeah.
both turns now by now this part of the
I
game.
know I
so-
saw him throw this in practice once too, so maybe she feels good about it.
Whoa. Whoa right now. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
Clean's a good sign.
10-8. Great weight. Yep.
There you go. We got a 3 for Team Walker, and at the end of 4, a Walker 4, Hilker 1.
She hasn't drawn a ton with it, but yes, I think it's just curling. That looks good. Hard to me.
Well, things are busy around here today. Had a quick break again. So we're getting lots of questions this morning, right?
Yeah. We got a few vehicles parked in the way, and Sportsnet's trying to get their trucks in, so I'm trying to find a few drivers.
Sportsnet, they're in here for Sunday. We're gonna stream the finals and semifinals Sunday morning on Sportsnet. So, but if you live locally, don't tune in. Come here and buy a ticket. And if you live somewhere else, watch on Sportsnet. But unfortunately for you guys, we won't be the commentators. You're going to have to listen to guys like Kevin Martin and Rob Folds. I know you'd rather listen to us, but sorry, guys.
Line's getting better. Yep. Really hard, ladies.
So I had my buddy Lee Bretzlaff said him and Kyle Ross, another school teacher from Oil Fields out in Black Diamond, are watching the live stream, listen to the commentary. Said keep up the good work and go Team Walker.
Nadine, good throw. 14-7. That was quite a bit less ice, and so did curls. Must be the first one grabbed.
Well, they're going to play the hit on this.
Try and make the double.
With Heather.
While we got a second, we've noticed that Bernice from Curler's Corner is watching again today. So we want to shout out to Bernice. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for everything you do for curling in Alberta. We appreciate all your support, and her trailer will be here tomorrow and Sunday, so if anybody needs some new equipment, check it out.
Just to get rid of it.
All the new and latest and greatest things will be there, so
You think you can throw it
make sure you get out there and support Curler's Corner and support Bernice, because she does a lot of support for curling in Southern Alberta and Alberta.
She runs a big junior spiel at the beginning of the year, and she's always donating stuff to help the juniors.
And she's involved with the Curling Alberta event in the U15s, and she sponsors tons of prizes for lots of events. So I don't think she realizes how much we appreciate what she does.
9. Clean. Yep.
Oh, just feathered.
And
Probably
Bruno,
waited a little long there.
Bruno should be doing work today, but he's at work today, and he's live streaming the game, making sure we're doing our job.
He probably didn't want us to say that. His bosses will know now that he's watching that instead of working.
Bruno, you don't have to worry. We got the A-team here at the production today. So
Cohen's lighting it up already.
Yeah. Trust me, we didn't even notice you weren't here.
Although make sure you do show up tonight, though.
Make sure you come back tonight.
Yeah.
Little less. Weight's good. Weight's great. 9.5. Good. Nice.
How much do you have? Do you like board?
Sydney Luco throwing second stones here, and their Sportsnet showed up and has got all this confusion going on in the box here. So Sydney might have been, oh, just got enough to remove that yellow, so. Bruno said he will be there for the 6:30 draw, and he's doing quality control by listening online.
Like, I'd rather
Or
throw
just
more
making
weight
sure we
this
don't mess
wide.
something up.
That's what turn you wanted. If you want to throw control, I like this turn. I don't care what weight is. Sure. Okay.
I understand.
So Kate will try and play a hit on this and stick around, and Hilker's looking for a rollout to try and be able to come around the corner.
Get off. Taylor. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Sorry, I missed the time. Hair big, but too bad.
Nice throw by Kate. Hasn't missed much so far this game.
Right to it. Whoa.
Another nose hit here.
Yeah,
so
nose hit, a little bit of a roll.
Megan is watching lots at home. She's loving it. She's watching Nova Scotia, Quebec, and Alberta all at the same time. Sasky doesn't seem to be having live streams at the moment, but we know Megan appreciates ours the best, I'm sure. Or if we can improve anything that the other guys are doing, let us know, Megan.
Right to it, right to it, right to it.
But we got to thank
Sweep.
Banff Curling Club
Nice sweeping.
for this equipment.
Good.
They let us use all this equipment. They purchased this equipment for their Qualico Mixed Doubles Championship that they hold early January, which is a great event. All the top mixed doubles teams in the world participate. So if you want, check in CBC back then and watch. You can watch their live streams in January next year. It's always full. You get the top teams like Holman plays there, and Holman and Morris were the winners this year. So big thanks to Steve Young and Banff Curling Club. And Hilker going hard for the roll.
She's rolling. Let's go a long ways.
Looks like it's going to
spun
roll
out.
out.
You want to Good. First thought was edge of 4.
Okay, we are up 3. Do we ever give him the blank? I really like this if we make it.
Do you guys like this, or do you want a blank? Do you like this, or do you want a blank? They like it.
Let's do it.
Do you like that ice?
I'm thinking you're
think so.
coming
They go
around. I'm
around
not
and then
giving
go
anybody
right.
a free end here. If
No.
you get the hammer back.
Yeah.
This is.
You got a chance here. You could hook this.
It's not like it's your last rock of the end, so
I think they'd be quite happy with a force here, would they not?
yeah.
I like this.
I could see if this was the second last rock of the end, maybe you consider just drawing open side or something. But this is the last rock of the end. You might as well bury one in there.
No, this is her first rock.
Oh, first rock. Maybe that's
gonna run a bit early,
that's
so
the reason. Guys got to pay attention to the game a little better.
We got people coming in and out.
I know
We're
they're
juggling.
tapped
Got a lot
on
of
the
balls in the air here.
getting tapped on the shoulder every 2 minutes.
line's good.
I did notice none of them brought us coffee or food or anything
No.
like that.
We had lots of comments about
Line's good.
our 20-minute soup session yesterday.
Line.
Yeah.
Who
wonder
knew you
what-
could talk that much about soup?
I
but
wonder
we-
what the soup of the day is today, actually. We can check that out.
Patsy will be in there by now, I think.
Bury it. You gotta bury it.
Oh, I did see what the soup was today, but I forget.
Oh, pistol. I think she's buried.
Guys?
15.
Dead behind the guard. Gonna have to play the run here. Or corner freeze. That's their two options. Or maybe even bury around that one as well. But
Probably makes sense to try and run it. If you run it and stick it,
he'll be dead buried.
then you have pretty good chance of getting 2 all of a sudden. It's a problem if you make this too good sometimes.
Walker
dead
made it
behind.
so good that she's going to force her into taking 2.
Yeah. The accidental deuce.
Yeah.
I don't think the corner freeze gets it.
No,
I think they're wondering if how much they can see there. Maybe they feel, okay, they're going to freeze down. Now, nice thing if you do throw the run and you miss it and roll off, then chances are they're either going to have to guard it or draw in to force you. But
Yeah, you'll open it up for sure. So.
yeah, whereas if you play this freeze and something happens, you end up coming short, they might hook another one on you, and now you're really in trouble.
9. Yeah.
No, just going to throw normal weight at this.
I think this is a pretty good call. This is your best chance of getting 2.
Trying to make this curl here.
If you're not going to make her,
just a
get it to
little
roll
wide.
off.
So we'll see what Walker does, if she decides to guard or if she's going to try and definitely make the force and throw it in the rings. And
Shot, that's the only crappy thing, right? She's throwing the exact same
It's not
thing again.
super easy to, like, you know what I mean?
No, I think so.
blank.
I know. I think it's crazy to play this for 1 point, but I think. Okay.
I don't know, unless we just split the rings, but then I think she hits.
Tay, do you like this or this?
Okay.
Like we want to be in but guard it, yeah.
Can I just a brew more then?
Yep, I think so.
so
That
they're
would-
You can show
talking
all of
about,
it
do
on the
they
other
want
side, yeah, it's fine.
Krista
like it.
Hilker to draw or to hit? They figure if they split the ring, she's going to hit. And I think they want to force her into a draw, which if she does have to cover this yellow and in the ring, she'll have to draw the 4-foot.
This is
So.
a brew more. We can be like edge to edge, and it's a, I don't think she
Yeah,
hits.
and
Same
I
speed.
think Hilker's had pretty good draw weight all week, and she's probably not too worried about that draw.
Maybe Walker knows something that we don't. I'm sure that Walker knows lots of things we don't. but
Probably, yeah. Probably an endless amount. But that's a good call.
Okay, similar line.
Make a make, right?
Just
She's probably quite happy with the
foot.
force.
Anywhere in front of the yellow, you've done your
Okay,
job.
it's really
Yeah.
running, Tay. It's really running.
I'm sure when
Running
they
a lot different.
talked after the end, they decided a force was really good here.
Maybe a little heavy. No, they're
Okay.
They just don't want to give the easy double or to blank.
Curl if you can. A little more. Bring it over.
so as long as she's in the rings, which she was, maybe.
Yeah,
Finish there.
pretty good. Now she might hit the open one now is the other option instead of drawing. I think they were wanting to make her draw.
So
Haven't seen
maybe
her
a little
draw
too
yet.
much ice. They thought it
Yeah.
ran down there for quite a ways, but
I think they
Walkers have got a very positive release. So
Just control right on the nose.
thought she threw that pretty good, but her rocks will take a little bit longer to curl when she's such a positive release.
Yeah.
So. But again, the speed was good. They said they got 15-2 on that, so
I think they were trying to cheek him a little bit so that she couldn't play hits on either one, but
Yep. It. Whoa. Clean. Just clean. Okay. Okay.
nice shot.
very nice. Clutch.
Scored her single. Well, after 5 ends, 4 for Walker and 2 for Hilker. I had to get
Update.
confirmation we finished the 5th end there.
And
Update after 5 on the other sheets. Wade, any?
on sheet B, it is Kaufman up on Skrillex 4-2. On sheet C, Scheidegger is up 4-3. On sorry, they're blocking me. Scheidegger is playing.
Sure.
Sure, sorry. They have it all blocked up there, the
Sorry,
crew.
We know you had a nap. In between the game
And
here.
on sheet D, Rock is up 5-1 on Vaughn. See Mike's ice crew is out there cleaning up for the 5th end break.
Doing all the work, and I'm sitting up here.
We're good to go here. And we're going to get Deb to announce Do you want me to do it? Sorry, we have a vehicle that's in a bad spot out front, so we're just going to shut down for 2 seconds.
Okay, well, we got this fifth end break and our little announcement by Wade. Thrill shout out to our sponsors. We're going to shout out to Sentinel Storage, which is a title sponsor of the event for Curling Alberta. Kruger Products. Like I said, burger, I'm a little hungry. Kruger Products, which is Scotties, which has been a big supporter of curling in Canada for the last 30 years. Far Beer, of course, our main beer supplier for the event. Atco Gas. ESW, IT Business Advisors. We can't forget about them because I think that's the company Gruno works for, so maybe not, but ESW, thanks for your support. Lifemark Sports Medicine, which has been around all weekend to kind of help out the players if they have any banged up parts. They can go in there and get loosened up massages and get on the gym equipment. We've also said thanks to WFG for all their support in their lounge. And then a few other sponsors we got to mention along the way. We've got Chopped Leaf, Cobb's Bread, Sobeys, Home Hardware, Infinity Chartered Accountants, Lynham House Galleries, which we've had some great art displays over there the last few days. Miller Farms, which sponsored our banquet on for the players on Tuesday evening. Curler's Corner, which we mentioned already, but again, we got to mention them because they do such a great job for everybody. Good Time Party Rentals that helped us make this facility look the way it does, so really happy with their support. Royal Bank, My Family Dental, Our Deal Agencies, and then, of course, we can't forget Murray Okotoks, which is supplying vehicles for all the players. Century 21, our own Katrina Workman, works in our food and beverage departments, our food and beverage managers. And, of course, the Okotoks Dogs, big baseball program in the area. Expressions, who's done all our signs and help promotional products. And last but not least, definitely Scotiabank for all your support. So great. Thanks, everybody. We couldn't have done this event without you.
So it's been a pretty good game for the Walker team. I think Laura Walker's at 95%. And HILKER, I think, is at 85. So she's actually played, even though they're down, she hasn't played badly.
No, they just had the one bad end, really gave up the 3-ball, but that was a couple slight mistakes in the middle of that end. But, I mean, we have both teams right now at 90 and 88% respectively, so both teams are playing well. That's why they're sitting at 4-0. Well,
that's right. They'll give themselves a chance to get another deuce here. We've got a good-sized crowd today. And I think tonight, I have a feeling they'll be sold out tonight, hopefully.
Not a lot of kids in this dance today. Maybe they're back at school finally. I know it doesn't seem like my kids ever go to school these days.
Line's good. Weight's okay. A little tight. Just halfway tight. 4, 5. Starting to curl. 15-2.
Her 15-8 slid in, so.
All right, well, Wade has had to step out for a few moments. Like I said, we're getting tapped on the shoulder every few minutes here. But we got Nadine Scotland throwing here, and that rock just slipped into the rings, I believe. So they're going to play a hit on it. Just
Wait's close. Little firm. Whoa there.
so
Whoa.
Team Walker would love to have a blank here, move on to another end, but they're definitely going to hit this rock, and if they roll out, that's okay. They're not too worried about it. You're going to see HILKER run up and throw up a center guard again. Right now, Team Walker's in control, up 4-2 with the hammer and 6. So HILKER's going to have to go a little bit harder to try and generate some points here. Got to make sure you get those rocks in the right position to start the end.
You got lots of line.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a curl.
Okay.
Corinne,
Okay. It's going.
if you can. Yep. Hard finish.
They're going hard to try and get this to center.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Somewhere close to
16-7.
center is what they want, and you'll probably see Walker. She's playing a little
Just through
tick, it
weights?
looks like.
Hey, you got it, Nadine.
Her goal in this end is just to make sure she scores for sure. Definitely don't want to give up a steal, give them any kind of momentum back. You just want to keep the ball rolling. You're up 4-2 with the hammer, like we said, so going to play a little tick.
Whoa then. Whoa. Yep.
This shot can be played two different ways. You can either play into the rock, like it looks like they're doing,
Hard really moving now.
or across the face. So it's important to have the weight control here.
Really took a job.
Yeah, great weight. Pass me my coat behind you, Brian.
Actually, not a bad
Somewhere
shot at
there.
all, and I pumped the rock,
Thank you.
bumped the rock out of the rings. Now they would have been happier to roll their yellow a little farther away, but curled on them. And HILKER's got a chance to come around the center.
Line's tight.
I think we're at 3-4.
Yep, really hard.
Line's tight here. It sounds like a little light as
All the
well.
way, hard line. Hard. All the way, hard.
Gotta get some.
Right up,
Gotta get it
hard,
by
hard,
here. You
hard,
don't want to
hard.
leave a double
Get
peel.
across it. Okay, 16-4.
So, looks like Walker's probably going to play a double peel here.
Like the draw or the double peel?
I'm seeing the double peel.
Okay.
Staggered
This
center
is
guards
obviously
don't
because of the
strike me as-
scoreboard
throw
being up
like
2 with the
7,
hammer.
8
She
to try
doesn't
to
want to
keep the
leave any
corner
center
guard.
guards up.
Okay. Peel.
I think I got to keep an eye on that jam at the back over there, but should have no problem going over the top.
Clean. Whoa.
There's kind of an in-out motion there on the peel, but looks like it easily made the double peel.
Wasn't in? Okay.
Good.
Sure. As long as it goes in, we're good.
It wasn't in.
And that yellow is biting around over there.
It wasn't in.
That looks way further out than it was.
Pardon?
That looks way further out than it was.
Okay.
Far red. It is further than it was like a centimeter from the rings. I agree with you. I could see like a centimeter of height. Does that look closer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys like a guard? Yeah.
Got to be a little careful here. Now that yellow biting in the rings over there, but I think based on the scoreboard, they should probably be looking at putting up a center guard here. Got to start to apply some pressure, get some rocks in play. Walker be more than happy to go up and blank this end, run the rest of this end out.
Yep. Really hard line. Really hard. Okay, you're by it. You're by it. You're by it.
Just a little tight out of her hand, and it's rock over curled. So that will give Walker team an opportunity to split the rings.
I think it's going to run for a while, too.
So the second for Team Walker, Taylor McDonald, is going to try and split the rings here. You want to get these rocks as even as possible across from each other, not to set up a double.
Running still, have a look. It's really running.
We're top 14.
Top four is good.
Back four.
It's not curling.
Back eight.
It looks really heavy.
Back 8.
Not true, but
That's good.
13-9.
So just a little heavy there, but
Or the really far roll.
that looks like
Control?
an angle. They might be able to go after a double here. I'll be playing the one on the edge over here, trying to roll towards the middle, but trying to play a nose hit here. Maybe hope for a roll out, and then
Yes! Hard line! Really hard, hard!
we get another one. They're going to have to go real hard here to hold it.
Okay.
Just got enough of it to clear the rings. So Walker now will try and split the rings again.
Yeah.
Mine's good. Just let it catch the curl. Yeah, it's really running still. There it
Curling
goes.
now.
It's really trying.
So the communication been really good for Team Walker here. They're talking about when it starts to curl, letting the sweepers know so that they know the weight's starting to come off it. Once the weight comes off, that's when you start getting the curl. So, but this one just looks a little heavy. And perfect. Never a doubt. Hung her out the back 12.
Still in. Do you like the
I
freeze?
still don't. They could probably play the hit and roll on the other ones in the rings and get over there, no problem.
Yeah? Normal?
Yeah.
There we go. Looks a little better to play this shot. This will get you rolling towards the other one. If not hitting it thin enough, you might even make the double.
Yep. Hard! Really hard! All the way! Hard! Okay.
Just kind of getting that going a little bit. Gets a chance for Walker to split the rings again.
I think speed will be similar. I need to give you less.
Wade's back now after
Yeah.
running out and solving the world's problems.
Sorry.
Didn't bring any food back with him.
No, I didn't have time.
God, I'm still friggin' hungry.
Go give- I am too.
Oh, little stumble down
okay?
there.
Had to go give
Still
Terry
running a
Jones a
bit.
hand. We got
There it goes.
famous Sun writer Terry Jones is here
There it goes. It's really moving now.
doing some writing for the event, and he's also covering the All-Star game at the same time. And so he's got 2 or 3 stories going at the same
Are you
time.
okay?
So
Good
That was
save.
graceful.
Wow, he's got lots on the go. Did you get them all straightened out?
yeah,
This
we got him
one
all
curls
fixed
so
up.
much.
He wants to has a couple things on the go, so he should be good now.
Normal, I think? Yeah.
Well, we've seen a couple mistakes by the HILKER team here, and now they're had this little yellow biting around on the edge here that's probably end up going to cost them 2 if they finish out the end the way it is right now. But 2 rocks to come for both teams, and maybe they get a chance at a double or a nice hit and roll.
A long ways to roll here.
Well, the lines have gone dead, and well, maybe that's not a bad spot. The question is who's shot here.
Yeah.
If red is shot, they're going to have to play a hit and roll, which is what they think is happening.
Shoot.
They think red is shot, so they're going to have to play hit and roll, which make things a little bit more difficult than a straight draw. We know how much this curls. Hilker team's kind of missed this rock on the other side twice in this end, so.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much chance of jamming on the other one unless you hit an eighth of a rock, so
Yeah.
should be pretty much open.
Definitely need a little bit of a roll in here.
So it's pretty close. Big roll. Good shot.
Very nice throw. She's got a little bit of an in-out release there, so her rocks track a lot longer, but that came up nice. So Hilker will have to take a run at this double. Don't want to give up a deuce here. But
It's one of those, if you make the double, you might make the roll all the way
maybe
over
the roll
behind your
the
other
corner.
one.
Same weight. Okay,
That'd be a bonus. Right now, I think they'd be happy to take the double.
play the double.
The phone lines have gone dead. The chat's gone dead. Maybe nobody's watching anymore.
Yeah, shut her down.
2/3.
Forget it. We'll leave. Nobody wants to listen to us. You guys have to stay. The production crew. Rest of us can leave.
We've gotten so used to how good the production is here. I don't think we realize how much work goes into it. But
Megan,
Debbie and Cohen have done
still
a
watching.
fantastic job.
Megan's still watching, thank God. We got one person. Gotta go, her. Got this going again, and gonna get to the nose, and
No.
oh, freeze it on the edge there.
She might have got shot rock out of
my.
it. Yeah, she did so.
And you could hear the
Are we
apology.
But you could probably get 2 still.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Where do I
could
need to
probably
hit it? Like,
just,
try to chunk it onto that way.
if she goes into the red, I think she probably will lie too. Probably.
You could hear the
3
apology from
quarters.
third Karen Flory there to the team, or just felt bad because it rolled in.
Try to hit just
They were trying to
half
play the double and just threw it
use the
inside,
rings
and
to roll to and just
over
match
curl,
it.
but got an incredible roll. Frozen. So Laura's going to try
Definitely
and
made
hit
this-
this, roll in, and get
Made-
her deuce still.
Made this deuce a lot tougher, that's for sure.
You do not want to over curl here. If you get to the nose, probably going to maybe give up one.
Yeah, if you get the
If
nose, you
the
got to
nose,
make
you
sure
gotta
you're
actually hit the center line
on the
side
full
here.
side of this.
Close. Yep.
She must be close.
Yes. Hard. Hard. You gotta go. Hard. You still got it, Taylor. Hard. 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 Go, Nadine. Go.
Oh, just like Mike called it.
My God, might have gave up.
Deb, what is it?
Deadeye Deb.
I'll look first. Yep.
So that's like
One red.
Wow, that's a big turnaround.
The-
Big turnaround.
that is
Fairly fortunate, but I won't say I haven't gotten a few of those in my day.
yeah. All you can do is apologize.
Yeah.
You need a little luck along the way when
That's
you're playing
right.
this game, but wow. So we do have some people still watching. Chad Milroy is still watching. Go Walker. Lori
That's a
Schwegler, thumbs up. Rebecca Clark, I'm here. Thank God somebody's here. And then our old buddy,
Gordy Rhodes.
Gordy Rhodes. Still here, he says, boys. Thank God, Gordy.
Saw Gordy yesterday.
Yep.
I didn't see him drinking any far beer, but I know we'll see a lot of that going down tonight in the Scotties Lounge. Our major sponsor is Far Brewing.
Yeah, they're going to be lots of far beer flying around that social house tonight.
Yeah, we got here today and stocked. I helped my brother Neil stock all the bars.
There's Neil's name again, back helping us, one of the great 180 volunteers that we have here.
Stay close, yes. Back line.
Oh, Tisdale, Saskatchewan's watching. Oh, that's Lori.
Tisdale, Saskatchewan. Don't even know where it is.
You don't know where Tisdale is?
No. Sure, it's a beautiful place, though.
Yeah. I want to say, and she'll correct us, I think Brett Butt is from Tisdale, Saskatchewan. Remember from Corner Gas? I think that's where he's from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is she right?
Line's good.
So we got a question about the gear effect on that last shot. It's not, I mean, there was probably some gear effect there, but it was basically because the rocket over curled and hit the angle of the back rock to spin in towards the rings.
Yeah. If you catch it on the inside, you don't have to worry about it.
inside,
As soon as you got to nose, you're in trouble.
You have to catch it on the broom side there, then it won't affect the rock, and you would definitely just roll in the middle and score your two. But
Oh,
because it over curled,
Lori says I'm right. Brett Butt from Tisdale, Saskatchewan.
there you go. Because it
wealth of
over
knowledge.
curled, that's why they gave up the one. But
I actually didn't live that far from Tisdale. When I lived in Saskatchewan, my wife and I lived there 6 years in Warman, Saskatchewan.
somebody said you're doing a great job, Wade.
Oh, Aaron Bartling.
Never mind me. I don't know who's Aaron.
Oh, I
Bartlett?
curled with Aaron. Aaron's actually, I think he's a Canadian firefighter. Might be a dual Canadian firefighting champion.
Really?
Curling champion, yeah.
Wow.
WFG also sponsors that event. Bartman and I curled together for 2 years, I think. Him and I and Mookie Blaylock.
And he branched out on his own and became a champion.
He's a good player, real good player.
I got another one that says Go Team Hilker here from Andrea. Lots of fans out there for these teams. I'm sure Laura's husband Jeff is watching at home.
Yeah.
Jeff is the lead for Brad Guju, second best curler in the family.
This is close.
Hard. Right up hard.
Oh, just got it.
Okay.
Well, Laura's going to try and freeze over on this one, so they're going to have a chance to split the rings early here.
Top four, I guess.
Even with this one's good, you guys. Just top 8. Speed will be nice, you think? Okay.
And we got Lori's actually saying go Shy Digger. Well, we're not streaming Shy Digger right now, but I'm sure they're doing pretty good over there.
Line's good.
Wade will give us an update.
Line.
Yeah, we got sheet B. They're just updating it right now.
Yeah.
Skrillik and Kaufman. Kaufman is up 5-3 on sheet C. Scheidegger and Shearer are tied at 4. And on sheet D, Rock is starting to pull away, up 7-1 on Vaughn.
Rock's going to have a big bounce back game after last night, losing it.
Rock is 3-1 going into this game. So this is a big win for them as well if they can pull it off.
They had a tough game last night against Team Walker. If anybody's listening down there, we're looking for some food up here.
Hot dog, cheeseburger, whatever you got.
The kitchen knows what we like, so, you know, the kitchen's open in the curling rink. They know what we like.
I know. Did anyone text Patsy? She's probably got something cooking up for us over there.
today.
Oh, she's not on today.
Patsy's off today.
Oh, Cooper.
Cooper and
Mike's boy Cooper's in the kitchen.
Cooper and Brooke.
And Brooke.
Katrina's probably there now. Somebody over there knows what we like.
Yeah.
Oh, and my guys, Sobeys just delivered some food for the guys down there in the.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Is that where you got your hamburger soup yesterday?
That's where I got. Big sponsor from Sobeys is looking after the guys dropping off food all the time. So
Jeez, that's pretty good.
I know.
Hard.
Hard for any.
But I never get any because I'm up here in the booth. So we'll see if they look after us today.
Hard for these.
It's a pretty good shot. Yellow staying up high like that always leaves that jam opportunity. If you tried to roll over the other yellow,
Jam on
This
that one in
doesn't
the
really
red
do
just
it
by
jam
good, 'cause
12
then they
foot.
just come
then you're
around.
really in trouble.
She's thinking about coming around here. I think after a steal, I don't know if you have to really
like
push the
coming
envelope
around
right
it.
now, but
I think, yeah. Gotta be careful here.
Unless you like the corner
you
freeze.
don't want to give up a deuce, that's for sure. But don't want to give up. If you give up any more than a deuce, you're probably gonna
Little risky though.
won't be able to come back from that.
I think
far,
we
so-
knows that. Yeah, or even a roll that way. Yeah, we just don't want to jam it. Control.
I don't think you will. Yeah.
Dead nose, stay in the rings is what they're playing.
Yeah, you
They still want to be
7-8,
biting.
so you could probably roll in a little bit. You might see Team
Whoa,
Walker roll around
whoa.
or go undercover here if they.
Sid.
Gotta be
Sid.
careful here. Oh, they're
Hard,
trying to get it
Sid.
to curl.
Really hard.
Could
Oh,
be.
we might have a
Hard.
jam
This
here.
is what they were worried about,
Good.
maybe.
Nope.
No.
Perfect shot.
Great throw. So
That's actually
Team
a pretty
Walker
good
will
shot.
try and
there.
roll back,
Yeah.
split the rings some more.
And Hilker's hoping they nose here because they might then they got the double opportunity to get out of trouble.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Close here, but they do have a little bit of a catcher over here. As you can tell,
Yep.
perfect. That's why that red's sitting there.
Probably
for them.
couldn't have worked out any better.
No, they're in a.
Yeah.
Hilker's in a real tough position here.
Freezing for their life here.
Yeah.
Even if you make this perfect,
you're
yeah.
not shot rock.
You're not even going to be shot, but
That's all you got, really. Unless you want to chase that one half under on
Line's good.
the out turn side.
Room right now. No.
Lots of room.
Tons of line. No.
oh, this isn't
Yeah,
finishing.
we're still going by it, but it's got to stick
Just
in
a
the house
hair
first.
big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice
they're
try.
in a little bit of trouble here now. I think Walker's going to go right around that one.
Yeah, Walker is definitely
Here?
going to pounce.
Yeah,
Top 12.
and all the angles are going to line up back to the red, so
Hard to get out of this end right
yeah,
now.
Hilker's
No guards, no center guards. You're going to be drawing around something way out in the wings.
yeah.
Line's good. Wait only right now. Really running. Easy.
Just want to be top
Just
12
here,
here.
Taylor, if you have to.
I don't want to be any deeper.
Just here, a biter's fine.
That might be their out if they go too deep here.
A little bit, Taylor. Good. Nice spot. Good.
Yeah, that's a
Team
good
two.
shot.
Very nice.
Real good.
Very nice.
Run out of places to hide here.
I think I'm burying around that one all the way to the back 8. It's our only saving grace right
But
now.
if he knows
Use that as a
she's
guard,
running
that one
around
top
it,
12. And
Well,
If we roll
yeah.
away, then she probably does the same thing.
I think you got to
That-
come around
that
or play
one's
some
tough to
kind of
hit.
double
Yeah.
or triple, or there's
Yeah.
not really even a double there. It's risky because you jam
Roll
too.
I know
big,
this
it
might jam.
straight jams, I think.
Yeah, run that option. You could conceivably go
Which is
to the other
well
side
done.
and tap that one. Stay full 12 on the right
We
hand
hit it
side.
really thin, but
Hope you get a jam out of it, maybe. But
But that still won't
Can't
go
hope for
out.
mistakes.
No.
So
well, you
this
got
Walker team's playing too well.
You're gonna have to at this point.
Really aggressive.
You've got
think you
yourself.
have much-
You've got yourself in so much trouble.
Like,
You're hoping for a mistake.
I mean,
Well, we'll pass it on. Go Team Hilker from Auntie Donna and Sue
Call a
from Medicine
timeout.
Hat. Medicine Hat's not that
think
far.
we
You
have
should be
all
down here
time,
watching
but-
it.
yeah, you could be here
Never
in
mind this
a
live
couple
stream.
hours for the late draw.
We should
Probably
be
Mike will
here
let you
for
stay at his
what?
house probably if you need a place.
I haven't been staying there, so
No.
If we hit? If we hit?
Did they call a timeout? I heard him talking about it, but I haven't actually seen a coach.
don't
Yeah,
come
we
in.
just got to get there.
I just don't want to burn too much time talking. If you, probably a good time to take it.
Yeah.
You could conceivably play that
I don't
in
know if I
turn.
like that. Because then she just hits, right? If we tap it.
I know. Yeah.
So it looks like they're both really lots of time left. Got 15 minutes.
If we hit it really thin over
you
the
make it
top
really
and get
long.
back.
16,
I think
almost
that's
17
all we
minutes
got,
for Tim
really.
Walker. So you usually average about 4
I think
minutes at end,
teal,
maybe
like
3.5
quarter
minutes
rock,
at
eh?
end.
Yeah.
Oh, they're trying to roll all the way across. Throw
Well, this is the
PL.
risky thing. This is risky because you might get the jam here.
I think they're playing it across the face of the one on the tee line and hoping both go and then roll all the
Peel,
way
quarter
over.
rock, double.
They didn't even talk about the draw around this rock.
No.
Pardon?
You know, I think they should be.
I think if it was her last rock,
Yeah,
she probably
we'll
would
probably
have.
roll out. But
She's hoping to make some kind of double here, but
Oh, Ward says the lounge has been asked to turn the volume down. They don't like our dribble. He says a lot of hurtful things.
that's supposed to be the volunteers. They're supposed to like us. Ward's just tired.
yep. Whoa.
He's been putting in a couple hours.
Yeah, he's put in
Yes!
a lot.
Look out. And just
Oh,
like we
boy.
predicted, the jam.
Couldn't have worked out worse. On
Now
that.
Walker has to take that freeze away, though.
There is a little crotch freeze there, but
I think
you know, I'd almost be tempted to go to that corner there, hey? Go
I
top
think I'd
12
go top 12 in that corner.
and
Just try and take that little freeze away if you want. I guess right now Walker's thinking I don't mind 2.
yeah, so
up
you're
to-
gonna have to make, right?
Yeah.
Is what she's thinking.
I'd like to stay shot over this, though. If they make the freeze, we gotta touch white.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're right now they're willing to take their
You
2 if
prefer
they
a
get
turn
more.
here?
They're okay with that.
This one will run for a bit, I think. Okay. Just got to touch 8 foot somewhere, Tay.
But you don't want to be top 4 and leave a hit and roll freeze.
Yeah, you gotta be back.
And we've seen what happened in the last end.
I still think. Would you play this or would you go to the corner?
I'd probably go the
As long as
corner.
you're
I think I
touching
would
8 foot
too. You
somewhere, I
go
don't think she can
12
freeze
foot
the shot.
almost back where you had it.
Yep.
And then if they do make the half come around, you got a little short run for maybe 5 at that point.
Think like how that low 14
Yeah,
is
I
for
think
back
they're
eight, or
just
that's too much?
sticking to their plan
But
and hoping
this
if
is-
they score 2. This is a guaranteed 2.
Yeah, that's right. This is
Playing
this is a safe play for sure.
As long as it's back 8, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, she's going to go anywhere. Just don't want to leave the hit and roll over frozen. That's all you don't want to leave here. Sometimes greed can come back to haunt you. You try and get a little greedy, set up a bigger pocket down there. You could be.
It's not curling. It's not curling. It's not curling.
See here, guys. Teach, Laura. Great spot.
Good done, you
Perfect
guys.
shot.
Good done. Okay.
Well,
I think that's all we got. I
Yeah.
mean,
Like you can freeze this one, but it doesn't matter 'cause she'll just blast.
she'll just blast. She might roll out and only get 3. If we don't make that perfect 5, I guess we make it perfect. She gets 5.
so the old veteran skip there,
You
Ken
guys like
Hunk,
hearing
is,
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
wonder what he would have did
I
in this
give you there.
situation when
I
you were
think that's
back up.
close.
when
Yeah.
you
Well,
won
he
in
is texting
1999.
what he wouldn't have done. Ward now thinks we should pass the microphone over to
the
Deb
one
to
of Corinne's
start doing
that
color,
went
but
through
no,
was a
she's saying
14.
no.
Deadeye Deb has
So
got
I'm
her. She's in
thinking,
charge.
like,
You know what?
14
She's the
and
sound
8-ish.
person.
Deb
She's
is
good at
actually
it.
in charge of our mics. She could
Yeah.
shut us off. So
She does shut us off at once in a while, give us a stern talking to, and then we reboot. and
That's right.
Start back up.
But Deadeye Deb, we got to keep her around and make sure we stay in line here. Well, freezing, basically conceding the deuce. Got to make a perfect freeze here, not to get, not to give up a big end here. But this looks light at her hand.
Hard.
Really hard line.
Hard. Hard. You got. We're way overcurled, you guys. It doesn't matter.
Oh, so we're going to have a free draw for 5 here.
Well,
There's a pretty good chance this, well, 7, 9, 3 if they make it. Will they shake after that? Or
I don't know if they're allowed to shake. I think they have to play at minimum 8 ends. don't they?
only on,
Try not to kill you.
well, unless you gave them the rule for the live
there's a
stream, and I
big
don't think
hand.
it matters in the round robin.
Yeah, the rule is in curling and provincial events. They got to play at minimum.
A
I
full
think
8 no matter what?
ends. Yeah, I know it's used to be 6 or 7, but they might have to play 8. I don't know what the exact rule is, but there is a minimum amount of ends they're supposed to play.
It's just the way it goes sometimes, right? Like, HILKER has been on fire all week, and
But not a whole lot less.
just not quite as sharp this game as they have been. It's not over yet.
You have,
Well,
you're
there's
right
a
on
reason
this.
why Walker's 4-0.
They've played this game pretty strong.
Same time, I just got 14-5.
14-5 is back
Miller.
8. Back 12.
5.
And that's a big 5-ender. And they're shaking hands, so I don't have a clue what the rules are.
Yeah.
Guess I don't
You
have to
can't
play
see
8.
because we don't have cameras on us, but I'm shaking my head in disgust at Mike and his comments.
I'm just guessing. Been a
Just
lot of
throwing
years.
it out there.
Yeah. All the stuff I say is just a guess.
So we'll look at sheet B, and Kaufman still 5-3. After 6 on sheet C, Scheidegger is up 5-4 on sheer, and looks like a really good game. And Vaughn just scored 1, and it is 7-2 for Rock over Vaughn on sheet D. So
Let's just have a look and see if we can find some team percentages there. So Hilker's team ended up right around 80% there. So just pretty good game up until the last couple shots. And we think with Team Walker was similar, right around 90 to 92%.
yeah, they played well. I
well.
had trouble seeing them. Where you had to be perfect, they were perfect. If they didn't give any outs. Oh, it looks like they shook hands on sheet D. Rock has pulled out the win there, so I think Rock goes to 4-1. And that'll put Vaughn at 1-4, I think.
Vaughn is at 1-4. Yep. I
Yeah.
think 4 losses might be
So-
too many.
So Walker goes to 5-0. Hilker goes to 3-2. So it's going to be a tight field in the middle there when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I think we'll have a few teams seem to be pulling away a little bit, and then the rest are battling to get into that page playoff.
And because 4 teams get in, 4-3 probably gets you in.
4 and 3 probably get you. Maybe in time. 4 losses might get you into a tiebreaker.
4 losses might get you a tiebreaker because it is such a tight field. So
Gord is noticing that I'm yawning lots here, so thanks, Gord. But we're done for the day, so our next telecast will be at 6:30 tonight. We're expecting a packed house, and we're going to see on sheet A, Skrillex against Rock tonight. So tune in, check it out. We're expecting a good one and a packed house. But get out and buy your tickets, and we'll see you in the lounge.